rougher. That is. little complicated. Basically, my father, God rest his soul, bequeathed his estates to... Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you, too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
All the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had, some...
And I shot a boar.
I made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal...
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Geleos.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young...
Well, as I said, they took him...
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck...
Why the modesty? You got them.
Fortuna Juvat.
See now, you've...
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favours the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush.
But you never gave me anything
For Talmberg.
The foe took the castle by subterfuge.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poor.
And we almost succeeded. Only...
Seat.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage
To be honest, by a stroke, we were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the gut. I thought I was done for. But I groped around and found a pail, and whacked him with it, with the last of my... And luckily, I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune...
Once we get back to...
Do tell. What else did the two of you...
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for... We came here on an important mission, and we have to get to Troskowitz as soon as we can.
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Geleos, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you.
Bojena...
But I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bojena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of...
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sir.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer. Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskowitz.
Of all places. And it's not the first time.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets and ointments there. And I succeeded.
Emmerich won't be happy.
Then he shouldn't sell so dear.
Are you managing here or...
We don't complain. We mostly live off the woods. And when we need something else, mostly I weave baskets. And me and Ma brew ointments and potions. Sometimes folk come here to us.
How come you live here?
Oh, that's hard to explain. It's... And Ma and... Look, that's all...
Is anything interesting happening?
Them bandits is riding roughshod over the place. But I reckon...
You got that right.
And there's to be a big wedding. That's the biggest thing happening. Apart from that...
You said you'd shoot arrows at the cube?
Yeah, I'm pretty... I train up there, on the cliff, whenever I have a free moment. If they'd let me take part in the tournament at But that'll never happen. I'll be with you.
All done.
God bless. Thank you kindly. I'll sleep easier now.
Can you tell me something?
What can I say? The village of Sheleov is nearby, and close to it there's a big travelers, and to the north of Sheleov is Tachov. There's no love lost between the folks from Sheleov and...
Well, I don't suppose those...
It ain't far from Sheleov to Semi, the biggest village in these parts. Then there's Nabakov Fortress, but Pavlena knows more gossip about folk.
How come you live out...
That's just the way it is.
Ah.
Take care now.
Oh, my back.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here.
What about the rest of our company?
You saw for yourself. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for it.
You're right. They were
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since...
I know how it sounds, believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly
Of course, Henry. But that's nonsense. Toth and Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. It was dark.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get...
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. Come on. Let's get going. I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa. Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai! Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Get your shitty hands off me!
No, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
The fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Well, the first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
I'm just as much to blame for their deaths as you. We're in this together.
At least we should give them a proper burial as soon as possible, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pajan. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food! About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it? What's that woman from the pond? Or the one you gave us away for?
I heard that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Katherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Divided up fairly, but that toe rag only gave me the innards. What do you expect?
What was that?
Daddy's wounded.
Oh, poor Captain Troskowitz will never get back on his feet. Him and men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ!
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right.
It's not a bad idea. Let's hear it.
Right now? I'll ask her when she's in the mood. So don't get your hopes up.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on, are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the King's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Oh, shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Health, lads. That's the most important thing. Enjoy yours while you still got it.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
It ain't what it used to be. My knees and...
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's where I need you have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go mouldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy.
All right, we'll do it. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits and...
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't... Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Ratai.
Ratai. I ain't been further than the back of me, but I know this place inside and out.
What's life like?
Better now that you and your pal have found. Truth to tell, it used to be better. The war might, but then there's a shortage of folk to do the work.
Is von Berghoff?
No, von Berghoff ain't got nothing to do with that. They go of their own free will. It don't occur to them. They just see easy air.
Is this the only time?
In Troskowitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then.
I'd be doing a lot better if it...
Where can I find...
First you gotta carry them sacks for me, but otherwise you can find work anywhere. You just try Radovan the smith for one. Come to mention it, He sat just round the and that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. You know what they say about...
I've heard.
Well then, be careful.
Where do you want the sacks?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you.
Where's the pantry?
Second door inside the tavern.
I heard some talk about...
Ah, no, but young Lord Sameen is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush. When rich folks get married, that...
Who is this?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Old Jan Sameen is the head of the There used to be a rich family.
Where's the wedding going?
At Sameen, of course. I expect...
Could I get to the wedding?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited.
Will Lord Von
How should I know what his lordship's plans are?
It seems that's really alright.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Is that all you know?
What else is there to know? I'm just...
I'll go and discuss it with...
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you... Here it comes.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see.
The main thing is, she denied ever being...
It's definitely her, though. You don't...
I did get something out of it.
What? Don't keep me...
Von Bergov is about to live...
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can...
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the... Young Lord Semin. It's invitation only, of course.
Why should some wedding?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we... And that shouldn't be a problem, because you...
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking. We'll ask the locals and...
There's something else we have to sort.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. If we both do it...
Lug sacks!
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm an...
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Well, all right. I may not look much. People will remember my face. And when everything's cleared up, as if the disgrace at the gate was...
Work, your lordship, is an active... And it wouldn't hurt you for...
Henry, haven't you ever heard...
Would that be some aristocrat...
Not so fast. Laboratores, the priests, Laboratores, and Bellatores. Now, so if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork? Or...
We don't have swords, and...
So we're fucked until someone rolls up his sleeves and gets to work. In short, be so kind as to get to work.
Are you really not going to help me?
Come now, Henry. What did I tell you about Bella? I simply cannot.
They say clothes maketh the man.
What do you know about an... It's not long since I had to drag one sack through the night, and if I hadn't, that sack... I mean it, Henry. Stop.
Suit yourself, then. So, you simply aren't going to work?
It's not appropriate.
Right. I'll get to work.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? I'll give him...
That too, of course. Maybe, but above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your... As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find... Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Kate.
I know, my dear Henry.
Money, friend.
Aye, true enough. I need to pay them.
tithe and give something to the church for my father's requiem.
Isn't it a bit early for that?
What?
With a cup, of course.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna lose a hold. I'm supposed to move the sacks. Are you guarding them?
Aye. Thank God someone's bothered to come at last. The quicker sacks are moved, the better. You'll have your work cut out on your own. But don't look at me. I ain't gonna help you. I'll move each sack so you can get a better grip on it. But don't expect no more from me. I'm gonna
How's life treating you?
Not too bad.
Ooh,
get them out.
It's an half heavy. Oh.
I'm a bit peckish.
Why the long face? He didn't introduce himself.
Enjoy your meal.
What's the hold up?
What did I do to you?
Our company. But the two of us managed to get away. It was the same bandits who attacked Ulf von Bergov's men. Why the fuck doesn't anyone believe us?
Maybe because you've got no way of proving it.
We lost everything.
Tankard of ale. What if you're up to no
Does anyone want to push me home on a handcuff?
What did I do to you?
You just made that up.
I certainly did not.
Yes, you did. I never heard of any Perkstein in all my years.
I'm not surprised. You're just a village yokel. What did you say? Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Troskowitz. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
You want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. La, 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 la. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough! Cut it out, both of you!
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me? Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
That fella, he's the one.
Yeah!
Now we'll have you, you scum. You're no match for us, fucker!
That madman. Why'd he do it?
Hey!
You
Get
shouldn't have
him!
fucked with us, you bastard.
Nice hit! Go fuck yourself!
Yeah! Don't spare him!
We'll finish this quickly! Yeah! Don't spare him! Hey! Now you fucked up!
Good! And one for zero!
Barman!
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
I hate yokels!
Slice him up! Now we'll have you, you scum!
Hey!
Take us
Get him!
no match for us! Let him on nicely!
Slice him up!
You'll kick
You
the
leave me no
bucket,
other
you
choice.
shit.
Hey! Get him!
Nice hit!
What now, fucker? Yeah! Don't spare him!
I'll beat you.
This won't end well for you. Slice him up!
Yield! That's all of us! Hey!
Hear that?
Get him!
That's your death.
Yeah! Don't spare him!
Don't kill him! This one's mine!
That's right, then. You're dead! I'm all yours!
Slice him up!
Got you, you horse! I hope he doesn't hurt anyone else.